thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the way that I'm going to be received here tonight. I also want to apologize for being here. I'm not the man who was supposed to deliver this lecture here this evening. The man who was supposed to deliver this lecture had an accident happen to him night before last. That is, he was accidentally caught with a pair of loaded dice. And the brother that caught him whittled on him right sharply. That is, he just stuck a razor in his side and walked all the way around him. He ain't expected to live till in the morning. They got him out yonder in the hospital. I was out there to see him about 4 o'clock. And when I left there, the minister was fireproofing him. That is, he was getting ready to aid him in the wood. Now, if he do die tonight, I'd like to hold the funeral as early as possible tomorrow afternoon so we could use the flowers for the ice cream festival tomorrow night. Now, folks, this here lecture that I picked up for this evening, I was going to talk here this evening on woman's rights, but I ain't going to do that because they ain't got no right to do it nohow. But I will say this much about the women folks. The women are not marrying anymore for better or worse. The women folks are marrying now for more or less. And the women is getting so they're doing a man's work. And it won't be long now before a woman will get a man's wages. That will be next Saturday night. Now, folks, the trouble of this country today, we're going through life too fast. Everybody seems to be in a hurry to get someplace. Don't know where they're going, but they're hurry to get there. Take your time, folks. You make it. Just take your time. We're running through life so fast that the man today don't hardly get acquainted with his own family. I know from experience. I got a boy 9 years old. Well, sir, I get up and I go to work in the morning before the boy gets up. I come home at night and go to bed after he's before he's in bed. The only time that boy ever sees me is on Sunday. He did get up one day last week a little bit earlier than usual. Was out in the yard playing around there. So I started work and I said something to him. He got back at me, made me sort of mad, and I hauled off and I smacked him upside the mouth. Went in the house crying to his mother. She said, "What's the matter with you, Henry?" He said, "There's a man out there slapped me." She said, "Who was it?" He said, "I don't know who it was, but it looks like that guy that sleeps here on Sunday." Now, folks, now we come to those stirring words that I'm going to use for my subject this evening. By the fruit ye shall know them. How many of y'all out there this night that realize the beauty, the power, the extent of the different genders of fruit, both singular and plural, are vice versa? Let us take up the fruit as it was first intended. And them that is too rotten to take up, we'll left it lay where it am. They're the first fruit that we ever heard of, the apple. And those of you that only look upon the apple with an eye to apple sauce, apple dumplings, or apple jack, will not comprehend the application of my lecture. The apple was discovered in the Garden of Eden. It was a crab apple. Adam crabbed everything when he bit it. Eve tempted Adam with it. Babies cry for it. Young boys fight for it. William Tell risked his life for it. The farmer extracted the juice from it, and Congress taking the kick out of it. As I said before, the apple was the sacred vegetable of the Garden of Eden, till Eve tempted Adam with it, and he bit it. Then she bit it. Then they both bit the dust. What did they get when they bit the apple? They got applejack, got intoxicated, fell asleep, rolled down the hill of paradise, and when they awoke, they found that they had raised Cain before they were able. And so it is, folks, we've lived on from the days of Adam and Eve right down to the present time. According to my way of thinking, man is not constructed exactly the way that I think it should be. If I had my way about it, I'd construct man altogether different. Look at the time it's wasted in rocking the baby. That's because the feet ain't made right. That foot should be made to stick out in the back, just the same as they do in the front. No heel at all, make it all foot. Then all you'd have to do is stand the baby up on his feet, give it a push, and it'd rock itself and wouldn't turn over. And look at the man, calf man's leg where it is, way back here. There's the shin in front, calf back there. What's the use of having a big hunk of fat back there? You never hit that again, nothing. Spinal column, wrong place. Man, your back should be in the front, your front in the back. Then you can scratch your back without going back of the front. Then we come to the brain. If there's any, you'll find that in the head, usually. And folks, the brain is the telegraph office for the human system. Every nerve and every cord in your body runs direct in communication with the brain. For instance, you walk on the floor at night with the baby. You get your toe on the tack. Your foot immediately telegraphs to the brain and says, toe on tack. And the brain telegraphs back and say, take toe off the tack. Ears in the wrong place. Ears should be right on the tip end of your finger. Then when your ears get cold, just put them in your pocket. Keep them in your pocket at night. Then if your wife goes through your pocket, you're going to hear about it. And look at the nose. The nose is the homeliest part of the human anatomy, and to stick it right up there in front where everybody can look at it. But you can hide it someplace, put it under your arm. Then when you go to blow your nose, just bagpipe it. Mouth. Mouth in the wrong place. Mouth should be right in the top of the head. Could you imagine the advantage that would be with the mouth in the top of the head? Man wake up late for work in the morning. While he's getting dressed, his wife could cook his breakfast, put it in his hat, he could eat it on the way uptown. And so it is, folks, this will probably, before bringing the service to a close, won't have them pass around the contribution box. I don't want no cough drops or safety pins wrapped in it this evening. Seemed like the last time the contribution box been passed around here and got back to me, it was a little bit slack. I don't say that any of the brothers that's been passing it around have been dipping into it before it got back to me. But I will say that the next brother that passes it around will be a one-armed man. And folks, this will probably be my last sermon in this church. I've got myself in a good new position. I'm going to bid you all goodbye. I'm going on down to San Quentin. I'm chaplain in the San Quentin Penitentiary. I'm going on ahead to prepare a home for all of you.